this month in January, one of the things I'm really focusing on is thinking through times where everything looks dormant and dead and recognizing that's an actual real thing. Maybe embracing the fact that that's necessary sometimes and thinking through what are ways that we can make space for future growth. So one of the things that I'm working on this during this month is using a writing practice to build courage. Um, I have struggled with being impulsive my whole life, saying things without a filter. And so it's idea of building courage by sharing something in an impromptu way, without filtering, without editing, seems like that shouldn't be a problem for me. But there's something very, very vulnerable about sharing art, sharing my creation without having time to sort through it and make sure it's perfect and get all those little rough spots out. But one thing I've found by hopping on, writing a little poem, and sending it out into the world is that by doing that small act that really has very small consequences but feels really big, it feels really vulnerable. Um, I am building up my endurance, my for doing more courageous things later. Trying something that feels really awkward, that feels really scary, and doing it in small little ways regularly builds up your capacity to see that even when you send something out that isn't very good, um, that you're a little embarrassed about, and you have that vulnerability hangover the next day where you're like, "Oh, why did I share it?" It allows you to realize also, "Wow, that actually wasn't so bad. I didn't die. Nobody was hurt. Maybe my pride a little bit." But I'm thinking now, especially in this time that we're living in, we all are gonna need to have the ability to step out and do things that are not our norm, that are out of our comfort zone, that feel really vulnerable because the world is requiring it, because somebody else needs it. And so I'm hopeful that by doing these small little acts of really kind of ridiculous, vulnerable sharing, we'll be able to build up our endurance to do harder things later. So my car line is about ready to move, so I'm going to end now. But thanks for listening, and I hope you have a safe and storm-free weekend.